Hello and welcome to the Week 7 predictions video. Now, this is going to be one of the shorter weeks that I have. In fact, it's the shortest week to this point. But there are 2 or 3 top 25 matchups in here and a few others that are what I would call games to watch this weekend, I guess. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right into it. I've got coming up first on the list is number 23, USF at Tulsa. Now, I got USF winning this one, keeping their undefeated season alive. Could potentially see a matchup later on in the season between them and UCF, with both teams undefeated. Next is Minnesota at number 3, Ohio State. Now, I like the direction this Minnesota team has turned recently, but I just don't think they've got quite enough to beat Ohio State in this case. So I'm picking Ohio State at home. Next is number 14, Florida at Vanderbilt. Now, Vanderbilt's a good team this year, and Florida better not be napping on this one, but I got Florida coming in and winning this one on the road. Tennessee at number 21, Auburn. I got Auburn winning this game. I just feel like Tennessee is kind of far out from where they need to be in order to compete with the rest of the SEC. Next is Pitt at number 5, Notre Dame. Now, this is on one of my games to watch because Notre Dame just had a big game last week on the road against Virginia Tech. They're coming back home. They're going to be playing Pitt, who's 3-3, and it is the perfect trap game for Notre Dame. They tend to the only thing that benefits Notre Dame in this situation is they don't have a game ahead of this one that they're looking towards. They have a bye week next week, and I think that will help them. But Pitt is a team that gives Notre Dame troubles. That being said, I am going to pick Notre Dame to win this one at home. Next on the list is number 2, Georgia at number 13, LSU. Now, this game, despite LSU's loss last week, this game is going to be a fun one. I think it's going to be really close, but I feel like Georgia's going to pull it out in the final minutes of the game. Next is number 7, Washington at number 17, Oregon. Now, this one may be surprising to a lot of people. We've got a Washington team who's been in the top 10 for almost the whole season, and an Oregon team who's dropped out of the top 25 before, but come back into it now. And the stat sheets look like, oh, well, Washington should win this one. I'm picking Oregon. And the reason I'm picking Oregon is Oregon has an offense that can score on you at a moment's notice. Sorry, my nose keeps itching. And that offense pitched up against Washington's defense, who's not been the best defense in recent history. I just feel like this Oregon team's going to put up points, and I don't know if I trust the Washington offense to keep up. So I'm going to pick Oregon at home on the upset. Michigan State at number 8, Penn State. I'm picking Penn State at home here. I think Penn State keeps their season alive with this win here and tries to get back in that hunt for the playoffs. Baylor at number 9, Texas. I got Texas winning this one at home, but I think Baylor's going to keep it close. Number 10, UCF at Memphis. Went back and forth on this one for a little bit, but I do see UCF winning this one on the road, keeping their undefeated season alive and the longest active win streak in college football alive. Next is number 22, Texas A&M at South Carolina. I kind of expect a low-scoring, close game in this one, but I'm picking Texas A&M to win it on the road, and South Carolina is not going to make it easy for them. Next is Missouri at number 1, Alabama. I got Alabama winning this one. Missouri is a young team. They show some promise, but they've made too many mistakes this season. I just don't see them being able to beat Alabama. Number 6, West Virginia at Iowa State. This is another one of those watch this game. I got West Virginia winning it, but Iowa State has been giving teams troubles in the Big 12, so keep an eye on that one. Next is number 16, Miami of Florida at Virginia. I got Miami winning this one, trying to get themselves back into a position where they could potentially be in the final conversation. They are only a one-loss team, so it could work out in their favor at the end. Number 15, Wisconsin at number 12, Michigan. This matchup's going to be a fun one. I do have Michigan winning this game at home. Now, that being said, that would put Michigan right back in the thick of things, and I just feel like Wisconsin's season has been too up and down for me to trust it. Now, Michigan, they had that week 1 loss to Notre Dame, but they've bounced back from that, and they've played pretty consistently good offensive football since then. So I feel like Michigan continues their growth, and I haven't seen enough from Wisconsin to merit me picking them in this game. So I'm going with Michigan. And last but not least, number 19, Colorado at USC. Now, this one seems like an upset, but I don't want to call it that. I'm picking USC to win this game. It is at home for them, where Colorado is the higher-ranked team. I haven't seen a lot from Colorado to merit that. I mean, sure, they're still, I believe, undefeated, but they really haven't played anyone worth noting. Whereas USC, they may be a 2-loss team, but their 2 losses were Stanford and Texas, and they were both on the road. So, I mean, I gotta give the nod to USC here, and I think they're gonna come away with the home win and get that season back on track. So that's it for the Week 7 predictions. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Who do you think's gonna win this weekend? Who have you got on Upset Alert? If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys after the weekend for the Week 7 recap.